Debbie's Big Red and White Day. This is my summer story. I woke up very early because the sun was shining on my bedroom wall. Outside my window, a big red and white flag was waving in the breeze. Today was July 1st, and that meant it was Canada's birthday. I jumped out of bed, ready for a very busy day of celebrating. My mommy came into my room with a special surprise. She held up a bright red t-shirt with a white maple leaf right in the middle. We both put on our festive clothes so we could match. "Happy Canada Day, Debbie," Mommy said with a big smile. I felt like a walking celebration as I pulled the soft shirt over my head. In the kitchen, the house smelled like sweet syrup. My daddy was standing at the stove, flipping golden pancakes. He used a special cutter to make them look just like maple leaves. 1 maple leaf for the chef and 2 for the birthday guest. Daddy joked. We drizzled sticky berries on top and ate every single bite. After breakfast, we walked down to the main street for the big parade. I met my best friend Ravi on the sidewalk. We both had small flags to wave at the fire trucks and the marching bands. "Look at the big drums," Ravi shouted. We cheered and waved our flags high in the air as the music filled the street. Next, we went to the park where there was music and face painting. Ravi went first. Mommy watched as the artist, Marit, painted a tiny, perfect red leaf on his cheek. Ravi looked in the mirror and gave a loud roar, like a happy lion. He looked so festive and ready for the party to continue. It was time for a picnic lunch under the big oak tree. The grass was soft and green. Mommy and I worked together to spread out a large, checkered blanket. We had to make sure it was flat so our juice boxes wouldn't tip over. The park was full of people wearing red hats and white ribbons. Daddy opened the picnic basket and pulled out a box of maple cookies. They were crunchy and tasted like the woods in springtime. We sat together and watched the clouds float by. "Canada is a very big place," Daddy told me. I thought about all the mountains and lakes while I crunched on my sweet cookie. The afternoon was very hot, so Ravi and I ran through the park sprinklers. The water was cold and sparkly. We ran in circles, getting our red shirts all soaked and heavy. We laughed so hard that my tummy hurt. It was the best way to stay cool on such a sunny summer afternoon. As the sun began to set, the sky turned a beautiful shade of purple and pink. The park became very quiet as everyone sat down on their blankets. Mommy hugged me close because the evening air was getting a little bit chilly. We looked up at the first few stars blinking in the sky, waiting for the big show. Suddenly, boom! The sky filled with bright red and white lights. The fireworks looked like giant flowers blooming in the dark. Daddy held my hand as the colors shimmered and fell toward the trees. Everyone cheered and clapped for Canada's birthday. It was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. And that was my summer story.